Good morning, class 12th. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is genetic engineering or recombinant DNA technology. See, it's a very interesting topic, and it will involve the basic concepts of biotechnology. Whatever you have studied till now, you will be utilizing that knowledge, and applicative biotechnology is this. Okay, so whatever we are doing, this is the actual biotechnology, and this will be involving the genetic manipulation, taking out a certain gene from one genome, from one chromosome or DNA segment from one uh, organism, and incorporating it into another organism, so that a whole new entity, whole new genetically new entity can be developed. Okay, so let us start. So, genetic engineering refers to the direct manipulation of DNA to alter an organism's characteristics. That characteristics can be phenotype in one way or the other way. This may mean changing one base pair, adenine, thymine, or cytosine, guanine, or maybe deleting a whole region of DNA, or maybe by introducing an additional copy of a gene. So, recombination can be in various ways. We are actually recombining, we are actually either we are combining two genetic portions together, or we are just altering the genetic constitution of one individual. Okay, maybe by changing only just one base, or by deleting certain region which we think is responsible for certain disease. Maybe in some person a gene will be responsible for causing certain disease, and if we recognize that and we can cut that particular gene, then the gene which has been removed, if it codes for certain kind of disease, that disease will never occur in the organism. Okay, so whatever you have studied in innovation was a result of genetic engineering or the recombinant DNA technology. So basically, recombinant DNA technology is the incorporation of the desired gene of an organism in the other organism by the in vitro methods. That means out of the cell method. First they are being engineered, then the engineered gene is introduced into the cell. Okay, this whole technology is called as recombinant DNA technology, or genetic engineering, or gene cloning. Okay, all are same. Okay, so moving forward, genetic engineering can be applied to any organism, starting from a virus to a sheep, and to a human being also, although testing on human being is banned, but it can be done in any of the individual. For example, genetic engineering can be used to produce plants that have higher nutritional value, as you have already studied about flavor saver, golden rice, or the plants can tolerate the exposure to herbicides, or drought resistant plants, or salinity resistant plants. All these things which you have already studied in innovation are the result of genetic engineering. Okay, actually I wanted to teach this before innovations, but because of this schedule, because of the lockdown, I thought that that will be more interesting topic to be discussed. But it is equally good and equally important, but here in genetic engineering you need to understand the key concepts. This whole chapter is about very small conceptual things which are very important, and the tools which are being used for this kind of genetic manipulation are very important. Major portion in the boards is coming generally from innovations and genetic engineering only. Okay, so moving forward, see, here is an outlook of the overall process of genetic engineering. Here, let us start with this. This is a bacterium having its DNA, which is a genetic DNA. Then it has a plasmid. For a biotechnologist, for a genetic engineer, this plasmid is actually important. because this is the extra chromosomal material and this is very important. So the plasmid is taken out. Plasmid is taken out. It is being cut at two places by using restriction enzymes. These restriction enzymes are important because they are cutting, they are molecular scissors. We can call them scissors, but molecular scissors which will cut at desired sequences in the DNA. Okay, now after this, we have cut the restriction enzymes and we have incorporated, see here, we have incorporated the red one. This is the human gene, human insulin gene. This we have understood, we have found this gene in the human genome, and we understood that this particular genome is gene portion is important for insulin production, so we have taken it out. In this whole experiment which I am showing it to you, it is basically because of insulin production. Okay, so the gene of interest, the gene which we have incorporated is of our interest. So this particular gene which we have incorporated in the plasmid of the bacterium is called as gene of interest or target DNA or DNA insert. In different books, in different literature, you will find different names given to this gene which has been incorporated in the plasmid DNA. So what are the names? Gene of interest, insert DNA, or target DNA. Okay, now then this is the recombinant DNA. Why recombinant? Because it has been combined with two gene portions. So the recombinant DNA, recombinant plasmid is introduced again into the bacterium. Okay, then this bacterium is called as genetically modified. Why? Because the genes present in the bacterium are actually being modified by the addition of a gene of interest or the DNA insert. Okay, then this modified bacterium is allowed to grow in a medium, culture medium of course, so that multiple copies are created, and every time these multiple copies are produced, they will be producing insulin. The byproduct of this DNA insert will be insulin, because this gene actually was responsible for production of insulin. So when it was introduced into the bacteria starts producing insulin, and the composition of this insulin is the same as that which is produced inside the humans. Okay, so this is nothing but the production of humulin, which I taught you in innovations. Okay, now this humulin is fermented, purified, and packaged for distribution. Okay, so this is the whole process of genetic engineering. It seems to be very easy, and of course it's easy also. Okay,